Ten Brink, a convicted felon with a long criminal history, got out of the Jeep with a handgun while Colton and William Fears shouted, "I'm going to expletive kill you," according to police records. As Ten Brink stood in front of the protesters with the gun, the Fears brothers shouted, "Kill them and shoot them." Ten Brink then fired at the group, but the bullet missed the protesters and hit a building behind them. According to police, the men jumped into the Jeep and fled the scene, but not before someone in the group took down their vehicle's license number. Police were able to quickly identify the suspects, and shortly before 9 p.m., an officer located the Jeep and the three men were arrested. Ten Brink admitted to police that he was the shooter, they said. The only answer left is violence. Hours before the shooting, Ten Brink and William Fears were interviewed by a reporter for the Gainesville Sun and said they drove from Houston to Gainesville to see Spencer speak. "This is a mess. I'm disappointed in the course of things," Ten Brink said in the interview. "It appears that the only answer left is violence, and nobody wants that." William Fears told The Sun that supporters of the alt-right movement were pushing back against supporters of the left. "It's always been socially acceptable to punch a Nazi, to attack people if they have right-wing political leanings," Fears said. "Us coming in and saying, 'We're taking over your town,' we're starting to push back, we're starting to want to intimidate back. We want to show our teeth a little bit because, you know, we're not to be taken lightly. We don't want violence, we don't want harm. But at the end of the day, we're not opposed to defending ourselves." William Fears, who served time in jail for criminal trespass, aggravated kidnapping and possession of a controlled substance, was also interviewed for an August 19 Washington Post article about his participation in the alt-right movement. He went to see Spencer speak at Texas A&M in December and then traveled to Virginia to participate in the Charlottesville rally after first being introduced to white nationalism in jail, he said. "I don't think any race experiences racism in the modern world the way that white people do in a jail," he said in the interview. "In jail, whites come last." He told the Post that he planned to attend Black Lives Matter events in the future to protest. "I would like there not to be more violence. But it might be inevitable, so let's get this out of the way," he said. "If there is going to be a violent race war, maybe we should do it, maybe we should escalate it." Gainesville police said they were glad Thursday's potentially dangerous situation was quickly averted by the arrests. "I am amazed that immediately after being shot at, a victim had the forethought to get the vehicle's license number," said Ben Tobias, a spokesman for the Gainesville Police Department. That key piece of information allowed officials from every level of multiple agencies to quickly identify and arrest these persons. "This was an amazing team effort by everyone involved." All three men were charged with attempted homicide and are being held in the Alachua County Jail. Ten Brink's bail was set at $3 million and bail for the Fears brothers was set at $1 million each.